I thought I put a fresh one in the refrigerator, but only cold for 30 minutes, but still, it's Rockstar Silver Ice, baby. Kind of calm down here in the great state of Minnesota. Beautiful day to be alive. Having some apples and peanut butter. I've been having the time of my life. Got some of my pants, but it is what it is. Everything I touched today was full of salt. 180 miles on the vehicle today. I almost got the over, but I had 9 and 0 on the board. And I didn't know the numbers, and I went and looked. I won $300 on halftime. It was 9-zip. 4 of us won, so it was 125, I think it was, for first, and 300 for second, and whatever it was, and 400 for final. $10 a square. So in theory, I won $200. I bet 80. So the way she goes, I gave her $100 for Chicago. So 9 was a lucky number, and today is the 9th day of the second month of the 2026 campaign. We are now 9 months away for the begging season here on YouTube. No, you can start asking for gear and money. It's fear-mongering radio. Fear-mongering radio. We're commercial music-free spot for podcasting. We don't ask for any kind of nickels or dollars or that stuff. Throw it towards me. You know, we have the BlindViews. E-beggar himself. Remember, he can't see, but man, can he read that chat room? I saw this part of the video today, watching all his girlfriends kind of bitch about Bunny not doing it the way he wants to do it. That's kind of against her rules. She should have called him. I was like, wow, you're ripping on, the old giggle and slap across the back and whatever else. But he just wants to be a nomad so bad. But he talked about his lieutenant. I saw the video on him about putting stuff on credit card. I'm not doing that. I get that. As his lieutenant moving in on my girlfriend, Squirrel Parodies. She was traveling right along with lovely and talented my boy here, KCGrits. Talk about that in the live stream yesterday. We had the time of our lives. Shout out to my man, the Armed Force. The 1,000-year Reich started, and they kicked it off September 1st, 1938, when Hitler decided to invade Poland. Like the hunch, they adjudicated, convicted, and fell up on the hill. He wants to do the same thing, won't endorse never a Trumper or the VP. They're both married to immigrants. I'm shocked. Maybe we should deport both there, the VP and the president's wives. But yes, it came to an end when the Japanese got on the mighty Mo and apologized for dragging us in Pearl Harbor. In between that, we had to storm those beaches and snap the necks of those crowds and free those Jews that were deported and sent back. Hand-to-hand, head-to-head road. But yeah, they did storm those beaches. Maybe if they're going to screw around, they should storm Mar-a-Lago. I don't know. He speaks the language of money. When you're a draft dodger, convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, we've talked about the Catholic Church and their behaviors, the blue laws, the rat lines, start burning those churches to the ground. They're crime scenes. It's like the Boy Scouts. We had the forgotten war, the longest war in Vietnam, where Bill Clinton, man, Yahoo, draft dodger, many more. And so did Donald J. Trump. Flat Feet plays an awful lot of golf. 58,000 plus men and women lost their lives in 9/11 war and many more wars out there. They're always going on. They all hate us. They all want to come here. Men and women blue, God bless the working class. Balls the size of overs have trees, the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Maritime, the Coast Guard, in and out of uniform things that this country, nothing. All hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl, wherever you're at watching your laundry basket. About making good choices, bad choices have consequences, and that choice for me, I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Beef stew is just like Sven Johnson. He shall not be named. Sven Johnson said he would shower in the shower at Penn State. He's passed on. My biggest haters. I miss him dearly. He trolled me all the time. He was the one that I would have executed him when he was in the jury sharing what he researched. He got pulled into the judge's chambers, so he was sorry. They dismissed him. My mother would have executed him right there in that room. But don't make that poor choice to shower in the shower at Penn State. You don't like two men having consensual sex. You don't want to use a condom. You can't watch two women have sex, smashing gas gentle time. When you're watching gay porn, when you're watching two lesbians, I mean, I have my own website called Smashing Gash, no cranks allowed, you know, have lipstick lesbian, bull dyke, whatever else. Put a condom on. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Because women, marry before you carry. Because you do carry the groceries. I personally think Squirrel Bay Parody, first marriage, had the second kid just to keep the marriage, and then he finally kicked her out, and then gave a second chance and got knocked up, and then kicked him out and became a lesbian, which I understand. It's hard to find a good man. I get it. She didn't troll him, but prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Ouch. Unwanted pregnancies. It's gonna mount you. It's condoms or nothing at all. You don't want that kind of behavior because you will carry those groceries. And the father runs off because whores on the couch. Sluts. Well, no, whores in the back seat. Sluts are selective. They're on the couch, make love in the bed. But always require that condom, because they're going to come back to you and you're the father of the child, and you said, oh no, you should have had that condom on. You should have listened to what I had said, but you didn't do it. You just went and did what you had to do, right? Drop your load. Another good choice is always call someone or you will murder somebody. Pick up the phone. I've had 3 people murdered by drunk drivers. Murdered in cold blood. So please call someone. Call me, call Jamie C's Uncle Chris. Call Zane B's dad. Call Butt Cheek Sports. Just call someone or you're going to murder somebody. Thank you so much. Those are public service announcements of myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports. I know Karl doesn't like the intro, but that's too bad. I don't give 2 pumps. Gotta constantly remind people how to treat people these days. For some reason, it's a constant behavior. I don't know why, but oh, it is what it is. But welcome to the show, the audio version, the video part of the black screen. How the hell are ya? My money from you to me is a like, a dislike, piss and moan, whatever else. I guarantee it's bare exposure. An old man nation, the bitter men who want to be at the brown shirts. Every Thursday, the brown shirts commence. I always appreciate those 2 feeble old men coming over and slapping that like on there. I appreciate that. I always do. It's always nice. Where is bare exposure? Remember he had the one video, did the audio, it was really good. Don't call the show, call the show. Where is Barren Exposure? BlindViews talked about that one guy because his mother passed away, so he could tell who he watches. He's still watching Tim. He's listening to all the Tim haters. That one idiot from Tennessee, I guess his mom passed away. Like, you really care, BlindViews? Like, you really care? He's just getting bored watching things about. I've seen a couple videos on Lake Mead. Last couple days they've been recommended. Yeah, as the lake goes down, BlindViews, we know there's trash. Just trash. It's like, because he's got nothing better to do but watch YouTube all day long because the lovely wife doesn't want to go anywhere. He's stuck in the house watching Bunny Plays Here, that bull dyke, and the baby. Hey, I've seen me one video that one. She's not a big deal, you know, whatever she's doing with her remodel. I don't want to say something nice, you know. Okay, I don't really care less, but you know, he had to, of course, be negative towards her, but it wasn't put in with the way he liked it, and then giggled like he always does. Well, then send her an email if you really think you can do it right. Maybe send an email and jump on a Greyhound bus and go help the woman out if you think he can do it much better. Again, that's just prime example. The way he wants things done on earth as it is in heaven. I didn't sit back in the break room when I was a cook. I was up front helping out. But that was kind of hilarious with his young ass. I'm like, yeah, okay. You just kind of listen to that stuff and, you know, dress somewhat nice because he's talking about other YouTubers. He didn't mention Tater. He mentioned Mike. I was shocked because Tater put out some stupid video. I didn't see that. I just see us painting something, not a big deal. So he's not. I mean, whatever he's making on his videos, he's maybe making $20. BlindViews. He gets more from e-begging from Squirrel Parody. So Squirrel Parody and KCGrits were in the chat room troweling right along. Her last video, young lady, you did with Tater, that was not that good. I'm sorry, sweet cheeks. No, that was just stealing. I guess she's going to steal things I talked about. She's going to steal my content, which is fine. I guess, you know, that's what she wants to do. Whatever I'm saying, that's I get. I'm out there. I say things. And she's going to take what I said and she's going to put a video out. I mean, the one thing about she did with me, Mark, and Karl, she put us in different situations. It was funny. The one she did with Tater, she just took his content and just kind of screwed around with it. So it's just for, you know, I get fair use. I just, like I said, can I take 15? If she worked in a restaurant, can I just, or worked in a gas station, I'll just put 15 cents of gas in. I'll come in, take 15% of the pop, put it back on the shelf, 15% of a Snickers, 15% of the potato chips, and I'll just, and some others, I go, what are you doing? Oh, I just took 50%, fair use, and I'll walk out. I despise that behavior. People use AC/DC. Walmart does back in black 15 seconds to get the hook. People like her are too lazy to make their own content. And her and KCGrits, they would do a podcast together. It'd be pretty good. They could go on YouTube and they could both saddle up and say who each other are. And from the group home to the bull dyke out in Tennessee, you know, call it the Squirrel KC, the KC Squirrel Show, you know, or the bull dyke show, something like that. The man hater in KC, because you know she's a man hater, because you look at her whole channel, it's all about hating on men. They put that kid in there that one time with Sarasota Tim. Couldn't black out the kid's face, but I had run through the thing anyways. But she's too afraid to call the show. She didn't call the show yesterday. Too afraid to call the show. But she was in there trolling right along with KCGrits. Like I told Karl on the phone today, I was driving from down there by, what the hell is that place? Past Prior Lake down there, we were going across country, Elko to Burnsville. And I said, you know, what we had in the chat room? 6-7 people. It was fun. You know that Old Man Nation was there lurking. You know, he's watching it. That's fine. Barren Exposure is in the building. Part 2. He's in the building watching intently. too afraid to say anything, you know. But and they're watching. He wants to be part of the brown shirts. Both are part of the brown shirts, and you know, Bear Exposure still wanting to go see Pat Benatar and see her in concert. You know, go do what he has to do with her. You know, and have the time of his life. So, I still haven't got my car back yet. Probably tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Get that thing back and return the truck so I can have to company truck around. So, but yeah, it was some good old trolling going on. My baby girl came in, the bull dyke, and of speculation sports came rolling in. Like I said, she's had her 3 kids, and they gave her a second chance. She had that, I call it the second save the marriage baby from the first marriage. Just didn't quite work out. And then she was just going to marry a guy for the fun, but, you know, a condom wasn't used, or a condom was broke, or the birth control didn't work, and now all of a sudden has a second family with this guy, thinks will just work out, but maybe last 5 years, and he's out laying pipe somewhere else, and she's looking over at the bull dykes. Before I know it, he gets kicked out, and now she's, you know, got 3 kids with 2 different fathers, you know, so good old... She's always out there. You know, her last video was just so bad. I'm like, oh, come on, you gotta do better than that. But she'll do some video of me saying rude things. I guess I say that's what I do. I do say I do, because I'm thinking, I get it. I'm not real radio. I get it. I do say that's right. I do it probably more than I think. But I always go you know, 'cause I'm thinking, I'm on the fly here doing my own. I'm not using other people's clips like your leader of the brown shirts. I'm shocked she's in the chat room there when she's in there, because she probably got her ass whipped by coming on my show. I guarantee you they talk on the phone. How dare you go on that show, girl? How dare you go over there and talk to the mumbler from Minnesota, right? She's in there trolling right along. She's told Mad because I give her crap about being the bull dyke, and she's called me names, done slam pieces on me that have cheated my wife, you know, but she can't go both. It can't go both ways, you know. I can't say something about her, but she can do something about me. You know, I mean, what's his name? Beef Stew did on BlindViews. I would, you know, you could put they could have those two talking about getting married and run away from home, you know, because she's in love with BlindViews. Again, she is. She's, you know, if she could do a 3-way with you know, Bear Exposure, or even Thick and Rich could come along. What is Thick and Rich doing these days? What is she doing? What is she doing these days? But New York Gang, what is it? I don't know. But let's go look real quick. Let's go see what she's been doing these days. My girlfriend. Well, first let's see where we're all coming in from. We got sources that roll in. There's Apple Podcasts. That's a big one. 41 Apple Podcasts. Oh my God. Chrome, Vivox, Safari, Firefox, Spotify, Pays Me, Quitnam, Generic, Podtrack, UMV, Saroni, Maduro, XCOM, Spreaker. Geolocations. The New Jersey one just makes me laugh. That is the most hilarious one, where they're at the courthouse. I think it was it New Jersey? Was it up in New Jersey? Yeah, now it's Cape Cod May Courthouse 3 times, 9 times. So, hey, thank you for listening on the Cape May Courthouse. Thank you. I should call there and say, hey, this is Cowpote. I'm calling for the person who is listening to my show to say thank you. So they live in Cape May, and now they're at Cape May. Hey, maybe that's Squirrel Bait Parody. Huh. Interesting, to say the least. Somebody's listening very intently in New Jersey. So 12 times they've listened. In Springfield, Massachusetts, 8 times. Boston once. Florida, Sarasota, Jacksonville. Oh, there you are. Stanford, Orlando, Mickey Country. Minnesota is Minneapolis once. Wisconsin is at Boscobalia once, and Waukesha, I can't pronounce. California Dreamin', Hayward and Sacramento, Colorado, Wilton, Oklahoma, Tulsa Town, Georgia's Montreal, and Atlanta. Twice over there. The Ohio is Marietta once. Kentucky is other. Virginia, Fitchburg. New York is Brooklyn, the Gingerbread House. Pennsylvania is Shipperville. Well, thank you so much. And, you let my people go in Canada, New Zealand, Spain, France, Ireland, Pakistan. Makes me laugh. No, Australia. Just give Wonder Hussey's phone back. 8 times. It's Sydney and 4 and Suckwood Inlet. Just come and get me, okay? So there you are. Let's see what Miss Vicky's doing these days. Let me see here now. Let me see Miss Vicky. Let's see what Thick and Rich is doing. Miss Vicky's World or somebody that's a competitor. So let's see. Reformulated ST Lodger doubleware. Boy, 2 hours ago. Oh my God. I gotta see that. Florida Man ST numbers, boring content, and other channels I'm watching. Okay. Then why are you watching? Okay. Sarasota Tim ranks so I Sarasota rants so I respond. Tim rants so I respond. Where's Jesus? I give Sarasota in chat. Okay, she's again, it's Sarasota Tim. Her beauty went to 220. Their Sarahs are 516. This woman has almost 10,000 subs. What's that tell you? No one cares about your makeup. No one cares. We don't need flipping ice storm. I want agencies. Okay, you'll get you from your good boyfriend. Okay. Need a sponsor for my cruise. I'm going to give you a sponsor. Go on a cruise. You'll be a fish out of water. So. Good Lord. Thick and rich. So, it is what it is. See Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, I love it. What's this? Stolen Valor or just a hat? What's this? I'm driving around a shuttle. Tips and appreciated. I don't have. Let me see this.
Now, Old Man Nation says I'm stolen valor because of a souvenir hat I bought on a battleship. It's a $15 cap from the gift shop. I was on the boat at Midway. It's like the history. World War II carriers, B-17s, the whole Pacific Drive.
Dinger calls me up like, it's a souvenir hat, dude.
Yeah.
Relax.
I don't have.
Military stuff is kind of touchy.
Shuttle run to Terminal 2. Folks in the comments losing their minds over the hat. It's a Navy souvenir. Bought it at the gift shop in Pensacola. Same people running those Sarasota Tim hater channels. Always got something to say. Always bring up World War II like they're briefing the Allies. All right, running the airport shuttle this morning. Got the jar here. It's appreciated. You know the drill. Hold up. Look at that. Beef Stews Gourmet Glizzies. Now that's a name. Hey, you do military discounts?
And speaking of tea, I peeked at the numbers. 80% of you gorgeous lot who binge the Style of 6969 videos aren't even subscribed. 80. So what?
I don't subscribe to Beef Stew. Yeah, I'm driving around a tip jar, and I only wish it would be so nice just drive around a tip jar. But that's pretty hilarious. Yeah, okay. Driving around. I have not done Craigslist in a while. Let's see if we can see some bull dykes in here. So let me see. Yeah, those two are gonna do a show together. They're gonna save a troll. They're gonna do some trolling. I guess it's been pretty funny. KCGrits, the grits, misconnections. Okay. Over here. Okay, let's go over here. It always does this to me. Okay, misconnections. Let's go. Beautiful, light-skinned black woman downtown Minneapolis on Hennepin. We might get this thing out of the way. It's getting towards the end here. Let's do Hostile Planet. Let me see. She was light-skinned. Downtown Minneapolis. I saw you walking down Hennepin Avenue. Could not forget you. I want you as my girlfriend, maybe more. I want to make all your dreams come true. I'm the older white man you saw looking at you with my loving eyes. Okie dokie, she's going to be on you right away, bitch boy. Cub Foods, Valley West, Bloomington, 28. You were my cashier. I was someone, but I couldn't keep my eye off you. Okay, I know that one's that. Okay. Great Northern Festival, St. Anthony, Maine. I like St. Anthony, Maine. We were in the line for a keynote talk Sunday afternoon. You heard an orange GNF winner hat, and you said because you volunteered early in the day, you made small talk and then got swallowed up by the auditorium. Will you continue the conversation? No, don't. This is also Wisconsin. Quick, let's go. Dawn Tuttles. Oh, wait a minute, no. Macbeth, 2-4. Resale shop. I asked for your flyer. Name the shop and chat is on me. Okay. All right. CA, miss you at work. Collinton, miss you at work. Would like to reconnect. Hopefully enjoy t-shirt I gave you. Okay, thank you. I used it for other things. Dawn Tuttles, Hennepin County. Let's see. I left without saying goodbye. Well, goodbye. There you go. Okay. Quick Trip, Osceola, Wisconsin. Dude with tattoo on the neck and heavy-duty work boots. Kind of thought you'd glance at me my direction. Quick Trip, also, we're multiple. Oh, God. Yeah, because you glanced at somebody. What the hell's wrong with you people? Concord Lanes, SSB 01-13, South St. Paul. Wow, I was between 6:30 and 8 p.m. when you were playing darts with two friends. I just wanted to say you made my week. Oh, I bet. Oh my goodness. Med Cruise Cafe, Burnsville. I was there for lunch with my friends, and we're about to leave, and I saw you with your friends. Text the bar area. You smiled at me. I would like to connect, and when you want to know more about you, please let me know. If you're interested, say something unique and let me reply if possible. Okay, I'll say something unique. Turf Club, Horseshoes, Hand and Grenades, St. Paul. I never understood the saying, tall drink of water, till I laid eyes on you last night. You are certainly refreshing in my eyes in your comment. Squirrel Bay Parodies regarding your standing in the concert, thoughtfully courteous and empathetic, rare qualities these days. I need you last night, Josie. Two clearly good runs in the family. Thank you. Well, you're entirely welcome. Nancy with 67 Camaro. I'll take the Camaro. Minneapolis. What happened? We just disappeared without warning. Because maybe they want to get away from your ass. That's why. What's wrong with you people? Hennepin County. Me too. Who are you really? Does anyone else read these treat like horoscopes, meaning related with your life and there's no connection whatsoever? Jesus Christ. On the second day of February, my old friend with a white dog. My old friend, I hope you see this. I haven't talked to you for some time. My other friend talked to you a long time ago. When he was in town for a day or two, I stopped seeing him. Well, hope you see this and get a hold of me and talk to you again. Can I get free sex? I'll call you. Neon H. Anyone know seen nothing lately? You'd be freaking PB. Just wondered if you'd still be around. I have no idea. I'll let you know. Where are my PB friends? I'm cooking for some of my PB friends. I miss them good times we had. If you're looking for some fun again, drop me a line. Let me know. I would love to make some good times with you and enjoy some of our time together. Well, can we have sex? And can we be friends with benefits? We have the time of our lives. Mankato. I like the wave when you were leaving to chat sometime. If you would reply, I was wearing, I know it's you. Okay. All welcome to reply. Mankato. Just saying, you're all welcome. 48 male. I'm not looking for any serious fun for both all my ages and what we should be due for son. So can I just respond and pretend I'm somebody, and Walmart Little Falls. Let me see. You were viewing lotto tickets in the machine by the checkout. You were with another lady in an electric buggy, just seen around town with a few times, but you're sure family members are clients. I'm just to approach random people of the blue. Just if I see you, I keep thinking, maybe I need to. Tell me what was ticket, what jacket, so I know it's you. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you stalkers? One more, assistant. Need some help. I have a jack and spare. Need to hit the bottom, hold the top. We're just 7 inches to work with. Can I slide in front of there and Cameron Avenue? Clement Nail. Oh my God. Oh my God. Someone's looking to get laid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just, I've been kind of slow with the drama. BlindViews is watching all his girlfriends that nothing better to do. We just kind of walk around, do whatever he's doing. And Bunny plays here and just watching all these people. And it's just the live stream was epic with my girl and KCGrits. It's pretty funny. I thought it was hilarious as hell. It was funny. There and there, tell them I'm triggered. I'm like, yeah, okay. Her last one was bad. It was like really lackluster. Squirrel Bay Parody was just horrible on her behaviors. I was very, very bad. I just, could have done a hell of a lot better than that. But whatever. What are you going to do? I guess I'm doing AI stuff like that. I'm going to make it good, not stealing people's content. So, I bet you look at what he's doing. I wonder if Scotty's still around. Scooter. See if he's around. Scoot. Scooter. Dun. No Scooter. Huh. Scooter. Damn you. I don't know if I want to call beef stew or not. That's kind of that could be a suicidal with the swearing and, I don't know. But it was pretty good with KCGrits and in there doing a video. It'd be pretty hilarious him to do some animation stuff, do some AI stuff. It'd be pretty funny. But she was in there trolling right along, calling me names, everything else, and clean. She's not going to call the show because she knows she's going to get kicked out of the brown shirts, especially from BlindViews. Remember, that's the way he hears it because he can't see, so he can't see, right? But he can sure read that chat room. But it's pretty funny how he ripped on Bunny Plays here with a giggle and cackle because he's not doing what he expects because he allegedly hung stuff, so he knows how to do this stuff. I'm like, okay, so you're ripping on her, and I thought she was your girlfriend. You're supposed to be positive. Remember, he's supposed to be positive. Remember, go over there but be positive. Well, then he's negative. He backslaps her. He talked about somebody else in the trash, which he's seen on other channels. So he's reporting trash, what he sees. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody had got in the forest by some ranger doing his job, and she was all pissed. But whatever, he's like, talking whatever. He's trying not to be mean, but he's like, Mr. Authority, because he, like I said, he wants to be so bad to be an RVer, so bad. It's just it's irrelevant to watching all the RVs. That's all he does. Doesn't go anywhere. Leaves the house or Costco, and that's it. He doesn't go anywhere else. So it is what it is, man. That's what he wants to be. but it's pretty funny. I think it's hilarious. Backslapping her, you know, not doing it the way he wants her to do it. But it's too bad that Squirrel Bait Parody doesn't have the balls or the ovaries. I don't know what if she's playing the side of a male right now or whatever she's doing. Her ovaries the size of oak trees. I don't know what the hell she's doing, but we're in KCGrits. We're at it. And the chat room is epic as hell. It's good to see her in the building, but she's too chicken claiming being mean to her, but she can be mean to other people, but I can't be mean to her. It's the double standard of a classic a liberal Republican, because she is a liberal. She pisses and moans, and you know, because she even said she defended the hunch and grabbing a woman by the crotch. She thinks that's okay. So someone could grab her by the crotch and then say, in the court of law, say, well, guess what? She says it's okay. And the judge say, you're right. She likes the hunch. Guess what? You know, you're free to go, because she thinks it's the best thing in the world. So that the hunch can grab. So what are you going to do, right? The way she goes, man. You know, that's the way she goes, man. I'm gonna do it, and that's why I want to get it. Oh my. But yeah, it's always fun to do live streams when she comes in, because she'll sit there and she'll bitch and call me names, which I love to do. And you know, I do miss Bear Exposure coming into the show complaining, and I just miss him. I miss his unhappiness, his Pat Bedentar gambling and coming to the show, and you know, whining in the she shed and looking down at us and blocking on hiding the channel and coming back. So, you know, it's allegedly supposed to build a house, and you know, I just miss him. I miss Bear Exposure. I wish he was in the building. You know, he keeps hiding his channel and coming back and whining and pissing and moaning in the she shed. I mean, the original Bear Exposure passed away. That's all well documented, because New York Daniel carried the motion. So I can't help that. He carried the motion on his death, and I know he doesn't want to believe. This new Bear Exposure is this kind of a grumpier, crabby, unhappy person. He's very, very unhappy about what goes on in his life. I'm just like, well, that's the way she goes. You know, never happy. It's what he is. So I miss the guy. Oh, here, dreaming. But what are you gonna do, right? What's New York Daniel doing? I think what's he doing these days? New York Daniel. New York Dan. Rant. God, he's a driving doing a rant. So he's driving doing a rant. And then Manic Monday stock trades and dividends. Okay. Members only. Oh boy. Gonna listen to that dimwit. What's going on with what's his name? What the hell is his name again? Oh, there you are. Dinger. Let's see what he's doing these days. So, there you are. So as it plays the shell game, paying attention to sleight of hand and movements. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Did the mods ban DM Rocket or Tim? And he is obsessed with Sarasota Tim. I mean, look at that. It's just whole thing is because he goes on vacation and it's just e-bike way back when, and it's all it is. So there you are. Gives bad advice and didn't want. Well, Sarasota Tim, is he replacing the bent handlebars? I don't know. What is Sarasota Tim? Let's see what he's doing these days. What is Sarasota Tim doing these days? Let's see. Sarasota Tim, what is he doing these days? True classic t-shirts for men you'll never wear. Anything else for you? We'll try one. Okay, 4 hours ago. Serious problem made a simple fix until again the motorcycle, morning chat of the day in paradise. Okay. 70 hours ago, evening chat, talk about the old days and how things were. Okay. Breaking my 20 California. He's got my first off-road ride. Collected Social Security H2 in the 2026. Smart thing to do. So he's still pimping that. Because he knows that's how he gets his views. So, oh my goodness. So, all the Sarasota Tim people out there having the time of their life. So good for them. So. Let's see if we call Karl. 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 Karl.
You agree?
No, Karl. He's probably doing something else. He'll call me back. He knows how to call the show. But yeah, it's it is what it is, man. With this hot mic sports. Leaving FC as a means for the division, so what that's all about, so who knows, but yeah, the poor, foolish, and dumb pay for my first class travel, okay, because he puts all his bills on a credit card. I get it, whatever. Again, I don't know why he cares about America, and he's a Canuck. People like him from other countries piss him on about America. It's like if you don't like it, don't come here. So he's always, because he likes to stay at Carolyn RV. He likes to stalk her all the time. Let me see what she's doing these days. Carolyn RV. Let's see, what is she doing these days? After the long road west, so she went west. She's home. Let's see where she's going. So. Patreon channel members, extended cut Williams, Arizona. I like Williams. I love that city. Members only. Okay. My favorite of the RV life. Okay. She's only getting like 8,000. She has 180,000 subs. If you want to look at a dying channel, the true life about RV life. Oh my goodness. She had a problem with her truck, so just me and the road. Route 66. You'll see a lot of Route 66. You will see a ton of Route 66 this year because of the anniversary of that. So I know the Huss is doing that. So I know the Daily Woo was going to do that, and people are clovering over his dead body. People still doing his behaviors, so it is what it is with that stuff, so. It is what it is. Please about it. Someone said that they think that Savannah Guthrie, it's a hoax. It is the idiot in the city where her mom got abducted. That sheriff is an absolute imbecile. I literally am talking. It's like all of a sudden now you're on the national TV, and he's like didn't want to say she took it over. He's just a total debacle idiot. Again, if my mom was like that, she would have been close by. It's like I get it, but. Good luck trying to find her if she's still alive, because the medicine she needs. But it's too bad. I mean, I don't know. I think I got better things to do than go kidnap old people. And then my favorite is some idiot decided to send a ransom note or something. It's like, yeah, I told my wife, I'm just going to get a different phone number and then a burner phone or an email and send a ransom note. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? That's just hilarious. Let's send a ransom note to somebody. Who knows where she went, but this sheriff, I'm like, when he first popped, I looked at my wife and I'm like, Jesus, what the hell was that, you know? But I'm like, you fool, you pity the fool that kicks sand in your face. So I heard that screech. Hope it's on my microphone. I heard a screech here. But I had my one microphone. Also, just I touched it. It was screeching. So I don't know what happened there. So I get a screech. But that was too bad. But he's an old man trying to talk to the media about an elderly person whose well-known daughter is on national TV. So he's not getting his facts straight. I just watched a little bit last week. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Jesus. It's just not good, man. It's not good at all. So I'm like, okay. But anyways, that's where she goes. I hope they find her. People get kidnapped every day. That's just the problem. And if you want to target elderly people, Arizona is the ideal place. My mom died. There was some rule or something. It took 2 weeks to get her body back to Minnesota when she passed away in Surprise, Arizona. So there was something, I can't remember what it was, to get her ass back here. It was something like that because it was like a loophole because they know people that moved to Arizona, like where my mom lived, Surprise, they get down there and where the hell she was from. It was a Mesa. I can't remember the hell her mom was, but a lot of people moved to Arizona because they want to live in a dry country, which I wouldn't live in Minnesota. I mean, I wouldn't live in Arizona. I mean, I go in my mom's place once in a while. Not a chance. It's just not. The water is very dry. I don't want to call it dry. I'm sorry. It's no matter how much concrete you pour in Arizona, you pour in Nevada. It's not a chance. I like Sedona. It's a beautiful city. It's gorgeous this time of year. We were out there a couple of years ago. We went to Nelson thing. That was fun, but I live up in the northern part up there where there's snow, and there's not a chance that it was green grass and high tides forever, as they say. I like green grass. I like moisture. Whatever that place is called up there on the mountain up there, we have snow up there. That's that city. We stayed there for a whole week. That was our push-off point. But Karl. Hey, Karl. Karl? What's up, Karl? Karl? Can you hear me, Karl? Uh-oh. Karl? Karl, can you hear me? Karl, can you hear me? Let me call you back. Call me back. Call me in a minute. Give me a second. I don't know why all of a sudden I called Dave. I'm going to see it. I'm going to restart. I don't know why all of a sudden I did that. Restart the damn thing. Restart it. I don't know why all of a sudden it does that. Got to restart the phone. I called Dave and he could hear me, so I don't know. Once in a while, all of a sudden, there's a problem. I don't know why it does that, but I'll call him back and we'll restart the phone. There we go. T-Mobile. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. I'll call him.
Hello?
Hey, Karl. Can you hear me now, Karl? Oh, come on.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. How's it going?
Good.
Oh, my good. So what's happening?
Beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Full sunshine in the mid-40s.
Yeah, we're in the 30s here.
Yeah.
So it's
BlindViews.
blind. I was just
Super boring.
yeah. I listened to part of it, and it was pretty funny how he kind of backslapped Bunny Place here, you know, kind of back because she wasn't hanging the way he wanted her to hang it, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Professional wallpaper hanger.
Yeah.
Like that's some sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, then you know what? Then send an email and tell her how to do it. Then, or tell you what, go down there and do it yourself.
Am I wrong about that? I think drywall's a thing, but wallpapering's not a thing.
Yeah, wallpaper's pretty easy, but it's like But remember, he said, give her, be nice to her. But what does he do? He backslaps her the way she's doing it because he doesn't do it his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. That's a good BlindViews. He was boring. I'm like, you know, just in Lake Mead. I'd seen a couple videos on Lake Mead myself, so he's watching these videos about Lake Mead, and then because I saw some guy do a video on it, so he watched somebody else. He doesn't say who he watched. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't.
Yeah, like somehow he just knows about it.
Yeah, he won't say. You know, I listened to a certain guy last week, and this is what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So he never gives credit to anybody.
Yeah.
He never does.
Yeah, that's basically theft.
Yeah, so he's not like
Just like Liz Amazing or something.
Yeah,
he look into it.
Yeah, he never gave Liz Amazing any credit. He doesn't do So there's plenty of videos out there that he's been listening to, this Lake Mead thing. 'Cause I've seen a couple come through. So
From what he said, this Lake Mead thing, they said a home encampment. So that means like homeless people. That doesn't mean nomads.
yeah, I know.
That's homeless. That's homeless people. That's nomads and homeless people are different.
But he thinks they're homeless. He's gonna roll that into what he thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said that in my video. For the guy who's never been a nomad, never going to be a nomad, has all this opinions about nomads.
Yeah, I know. Well, he wants to be a nomad, so he's, again,
He does.
Bunny plays here. 1 minute he says go over and be respectful, but then he backslaps, does the old compliment, but then he backslaps her like he always does. You know what I'm saying? He does the old.
He can't give a compliment.
No, that's not the way he works. But it was all his girlfriends today and whatever he was talking about, and I'm just like, oh God. I was listening in the background. I was taking some stuff apart. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, he doesn't make a lot of money on those videos. I mean, he's only making, if he's making anything, it's $10. If he's making on these videos, you know, it's like he's not making.
I know. That's why I told him to do his art. Dude, just do something you enjoy. If that's not enough money, get a job.
Correct. 2,000 views is maybe $5. Maybe if he's lucky. You don't make a lot. I mean, you have to get in. Why do you think Carpetbagger constantly at the end, Patreon, because he knows he makes money on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Because same thing with Wonder Hussy. She goes from 50,000 down to 25,000. You know what I'm saying? So her views vary from video to video. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't have the consistency. If she's doing something with her, what do you want to call it? Her clickbaiting with her bikini, she's going to get 100,000. She makes her money on Las Vegas. That's what she makes her money on, is her Las Vegas videos. So, but like I said, her last one was just a filler video that she was pissed that she couldn't go to some poetry thing with the cowboy stuff. I'm like, well, then why do the video? Like I've told you before, and she can't do a video unless she can't go somewhere unless she can video. She can't go somewhere and enjoy herself. But it was just, I made a comment down below that it's just a filler video.
Yeah.
And I got people making comments to that. I'm sorry, I'll support this woman, but when you do a filler video like that, she wonders why you're never going to get your 300,000. If you do, you're still going to stay at the same you are. It's the way it works, man. Just, same thing with, I listened to part of Carpetbaggers today. It was a filler video going somewhere he used to go before, and he was at his mom's house. I listened to part of it, and he was just sitting in his car going back home to Jenny Penny, kind of a filler video. Instead of taking the day off, I'm shocked he didn't do a live stream. Then he could make money on that, so. But I get it, when you're stuck on YouTube like the Daily Woo was, and then what's his name? The hell's that one guy who was a big friend of his is still running around away from his family? Justin Scard. He's out there still feeling sorry for himself over the Woo. It's like, can you just move on from the Woo? Can you just move on and go do your own stuff?
Oh, and the German dude?
Yeah, Justin Scars. Justin Scars is a white guy, but German in Venice is doing the same thing. Here's the Daily Woo's bench. I just see the title. I didn't watch it. I'm like, I don't need to watch him. He's really hard to understand, and he's really
well. At least for him, he's the one that found him.
Correct, I know, but
and then made a fuss to actually get it figured out.
Yeah, so he's. But let's move on. I talk about the Woo, but let's move on. And like I told you on the phone, all this big thing on the guy, the reason his channel was dying, because guess what? The people that listen to that kind of content aren't on YouTube anymore. That's why there's people that watch the Carpetbagger, Wonder Hussy, no matter what they put up, they're going to watch it. And everything is all roses, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't get very many on both channels because I do what I do. But it's the way that is. It's like Carpetbagger could sit in his car for 45 minutes and talk about the snow. People are going to listen and compliment him how great he is. So. But people don't listen to the Carpetbagger like they used to. That's why he's got Patreon and why the Huss has got all her stuff and give me this and give me that, because you just can't make it on YouTube like you used to. So, and that's why the Daily Woo would never take a day off. He didn't want to miss the money. He just didn't want to take a vacation because they don't have PTO time on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They don't have PTO time. So that's that's the way it is. But I still see people crawling over the dead body of the Daily Woo. It's like, let him rest in peace. Stay away from his gravesite. Quit putting coffee mugs on there and other crap on there, and just let him rest in peace. My favorite one, people were going to what the hell's his name? Camo Dave, to his gravesite. This is the reason why I did start my YouTube channel. It's like, really? You're visiting his gravesite? It's like, oh, come on. Well, did you see he talked about your boy at the beginning of his video?
Kentucky Todd.
Yeah, I just laughed. He shows who he's listening to. The Sarasota Tim people, that's who he's listening to.
Yeah.
I saw that. So I'm like, oh, okay. Listen to that idiot,
I did too. I did a video, but I don't think it's ever been published. But I talked about it. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it went out. I don't know.
But I saw that. I'm like, wow, you're listening to that idiot in that car? So, because he makes his rounds to all the people that talk about Sarasota Tim. And that's what he does. So, he makes his rounds and listens to everybody. What's your name? Thick and Rich has been doing Sarasota Tim stuff too as well. So, what was this rant that he did? What was this big rant that Timmy did? What was this rant all about? Did he do some rant or something, or what? Sarasota Tim. There was some rant. There was some rant I saw that Miss Vicky, I saw New York Dan put it in.
He's just calling them rants, and they're not really rants. And he's just being angry. He's like being the angry grandpa that is around on Thanksgiving Day. Mm-hmm. And then you whack your kid on the head and he's like, I told you not to talk politics with Grandpa, you little bastard. Because the kids get Grandpa all riled up.
Right.
Because the adults talk about it once Grandpa's gone. Guys, fucker won't shut up.
Yeah. So what do you think about my girlfriend and KCGrits in the chat room yesterday? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I love it. Man, if they did a podcast together, that'd be funny. I'd love it. Mm-hmm. Great.
Well, they can both call the show. I'll just sit back and shut up, let them talk.
Yeah.
Well, they can both call the show. I can just sit here and I can just play music or nothing at all. I can just, let the bull dyke yell at KCGrits, and they can have the time of their life. So they can both call the show, So
yeah,
to be epic as hell. Yeah, it's good to see her in there. I mean, she's going to get, she's going to have to watch out for what the hell's his name? He's second in command because he's.
That ship is sailed.
Yeah.
She's proven she's her own person. So she ain't your person. She ain't his person. She's her own person.
Yep. Because now that you have lines,
she's doing content.
Yeah.
So.
Because Line Screw 1 is getting attention from him, so he's mentioning him in the videos, how great he is, and he's his butt buddy, and so. But so she's not as high as with the brown shirts, but she's high enough, But long as
but no, BlindViews is never going to trust her, because she's been over here,
right?
And. Who knows if he knows who she really is either,
Right. Yeah, so it's kind of...
Not that it matters.
No, I know. But it's just kind of... It's pretty hilarious, so...
I think it's kind of cool. I thought it was more fun, even before we knew what his voice was, but...
Right.
And like with St. Louis Scott, all the... we've seen what he looks like. It's the same thing as Z-Car.
Right.
So, takes away the mystery.
Correct. But, yeah.
But it's, us content people, there's no mystery because we're all out in the open. But
Correct.
The other people, there's mystery to it. Like, what are you doing here? What's going on? Why are you commenting? Why does this stuff matter?
Right. Yeah, but that last one she did, I just was not the Tater one. That's only it's only got 879 sub things to it. She just in the last 2 days on Tater Acres.
It wasn't as good as their normal.
Well, you know what the problem is? She didn't put Nomadic Fanatic's name in it. That's the problem. She didn't put his name in there. She put Tater Acres.
Yeah.
She didn't put his name in it. The other one she did, Eighth Dwarf, she has 2,000, but still, that's nothing special when she has, it's almost what she has in subs, so yes, I get that is, and ours isn't even to 1,000 yet, but when she puts Sarasota Tim in there, she gets 2.5. The Three Stooges at 941.
Well, she was up there with Darlene for a while, just really, really taking it to Sarasota Tim.
Yeah, so...
they're just reaming them a new butthole.
Right.
And I was there for a while, and then I'm like, no, that's not really what I want to do. What I want to do is I just want to make fun of him like he's my older brother. I don't want to.
She has a bunch of Sarasota Tim, some Tater ones in there, but she put Sarasota Tim meets Nomadic Fanatic. That's got, it's made me a short 2.7, so... But when she needs to put his name in there, then she's going to get, more.
Well, they aren't. Plus, they aren't doing anything, so there's nothing to really flow off of.
Right.
Nomadic Fanatic's not doing anything. Timmy's not doing anything. There's nothing going on.
Right.
Well, we're trying to make drama out of nothing.
Right. Well, just like BlindViews, he's just in. Nomadic Fanatics has been doing just commercials or something, so he's not doing anything that doesn't have any old drama like getting an accident or anything with a truck. My favorite where Squirrel Bay Parodies was they were pointing out there's something a dent in the bus because he must have turned the trailer or something. It's like they watch his videos and they pick stuff out in the video. Saying she's picking stuff out. Yeah. It's like okay.
Yeah, he pulled into somewhere that he couldn't back out of, and he jackknifed it,
right,
thinking he could get out. He can't see that trailer down there. He's got those mirrors, but he can't really see that trailer. And then the trailer is a short trailer, so it's going to jackknife really quickly.
Correct. Yeah, I did.
So it's going to be. actually, that would, that trailer on that bus would be like trying to back up a jet ski with a pickup truck.
Correct. I've done those before. That's not easy. It's like, I back up a lot of trailers at my job, so I'm kind of used to it. So I can back up trailers. I've done that before. It's just you just don't buy a bus with a trailer and just start doing it. It's a whole different kettle of fish. Because I've seen.
I tell people, I'm like, the hardest trailer to back up is a jet ski.
Yep.
It's got that little wheel axle, and you can't see it very well.
Yep.
And any little input from the steering wheel is going to make it do a big input.
Correct. Yeah, I've learned how to back up trailers. It takes a special art to do it. I've seen. You got to be a little small trailer. Once you get used to it, but you just don't buy a bus to put a trailer in the back of the son of a bitch, start backing up. But people like to pick out what his videos, what he's doing wrong, or something. But like me, you said, when the day Nomadic Fanatic has a problem with that engine and it totally goes out on him, he's going to be screwed. He's going to have to pay some major money. He'll be on the e-begging train. So.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to get it done at a Lowe's. He's going to have to get it done at a facility.
A truck stop.
A truck stop.
Or like there's a bus.
I don't know what to call them. They're not authorized service providers.
Well, there's a couple bus. What's that one here in town? I've seen them around, but they also have. You can bring your bus in and get repaired. There's one up there.
Because you're in Minnesota, so you probably have like a Kenworth, a Peterbilt,
yes, we do.
a Mack.
Yep.
Where they'll do that. Like the one on our is an International.
Correct. Because there's a bus. There's a bus.
International.
He's got two. I've seen. They're in Lakeville, and then they're out in Woodbury, I think it is. And I've seen their signs. They fix buses. So if you want to bring your bus to them, they'd fix it for you. They'll do other work besides whatever they need. But it's just like
since he has a bus, it's not going to be like an International or Comet. It's not going to be that. It's going to be whatever his engine is, Caterpillar or Comet.
Well, he asked that question one day. He was at a truck stop, and he goes, "Oh, I wonder if I get my bus fixed here." Yeah, the bus is is getting it fixed here because that's what he's there for, to get it fixed, because they work on diesels. You're not just going to Karl's Automotive, okay? Like Boyer.
Well, Andy's going to wait till it breaks down instead of doing preventive maintenance.
Yeah, he'll wait. He'll wait till it breaks down. Then he's going to, then they'll be begging.
Yeah, he should make an appointment for a PM and take it in, and then they can run it. They can put it on the computer and run the codes.
Right.
The truck will tell what's more, because you can do that. With your car, you
Correct.
can take it to O'Reilly, and they'll hook it to your thing, and they'll give you a 3-page printout of
Correct.
everything your car is saying is going on.
Correct. He won't do that until it's too late, because he's going to wait. And I told you, Wonder Hussey's sister's boyfriend had a bus, and it was a diesel, and they had to tow it to Vegas because he just couldn't get it fixed. This was a while ago. Remember that? I don't know if her sister's still dating this guy, but he couldn't just take it to anybody in the town she lives in. He had to get it towed to Vegas, which is that's a long tow from where she lives. That's an hour and a half tow.
And when he changes his oil, he's not going to pay the extra to send the oil into the manufacturer for them to run an oil test.
It's all fun to have a bus, but you better have the money to do it. Just like you buy the Class A's, you better have the money for the diesel. You better have that money, because when it breaks down, you're paying through the nose. It's not like having a shuttle like Chubbles has, that you have a basic gas engine. You can usually get fixed anywhere, usually. But we hope Tater does well.
Well, I mean, from what he says, for the most part, he's not going to be traveling in it anyway. It's pretty much just going to be stuck on his property.
Correct.
And if he goes traveling, he'll take his truck or something.
Correct. Well, I disagree with Scotty. I'm going to have a 4-wheel drive, because look where he's at, and he's going to get stuck. And when he was pouring that rock, I'm like, you're an idiot. I was like, you're an idiot, man. When he did that rock thing, paying that money, And it's just like you're an idiot. You're a moron. You know, it's just
I'd rather do it like Scotty.
It's just dumb.
You got your little shuttle car when you land to get around.
Yeah,
and then you just drive around the mothership.
Correct.
When you're traveling.
But to me, he's really not a nomad. He's just a guy with money, great, who he does things for drama and just pulls the all his stuff and has someone bring his truck along with him, you know, because the Chubbles reminds me of Jenny Penny. She's just there for for helping him out when he needs help to drive his vehicle someplace. You know what I'm saying? That's all she's there for. So, because he's never gonna marry her. She's just there for to help him out, and she just, you know, in making money on OnlyFans, you know, whatever else. She has a Patreon that she pushes over there on the channel she's on all the time. So she's always looking for money because he's not going to give her money, not a chance. He's not going to give Chubbles money, not a chance. But when's that court date? What's that coming up here? February? Is that coming up soon? With him?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track of it.
I mean, I know that it was coming up here, so I think it'd be interesting. People, that whole exchange will be on the internet if he's there. If he goes there, it'll be on the internet. Trust me, it'll be there. People are going to be watching that thing, and BlindViews will break it down. You watch. So, I tried to call Scotty, but he was no call, no, he didn't answer. So,
yeah. Driving.
I was hoping KCGrits would call the show from the group home, but
maybe he couldn't get off early.
Yeah, so it's always good to have him come on the show. So save trolling. So, but we all know that my baby girl will never call the show. So, but
you treat her better.
Yeah, treat her better. I treat her better than BlindViews does. At least, you know, I put her in the name in there, you know, whatever else. So I think she just can't handle it. She's a, you know, unhappy young woman, you know, part of the brown shirts. So that's the way she goes. She's in the chat room by choice, having the time of her life.
I'd like to know what he does all day where he's so busy he can't do stuff.
He doesn't do anything. He sits and watches YouTube all day long. That's all he does. He only goes anywhere with his wife. It's if they go out for port, they go to Costco to get something, or if they go to Home Depot, or it's just within the city limits. They get up, they have breakfast. He goes and sees who's doing videos. If he pretty much knows Nomadic Fanatic puts one out on Sundays, I think. Whenever he does his videos, he gets his follow from him. He follows them and he watches all the nomads and he listens to other people's business. Writes down his script, what he likes, because you can see him look down at it once in a while. He looks down at the script. He gets the script all laid out, puts his cameras up there, and he starts talking. Leans in the camera, looks at it, up close. I mean, it's Tater, it's Mikey, Then a girl from Minnesota talked about her, whatever and his girlfriends. It's what he does all day long. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
he can't read without his mouth open.
Oh yeah, man, he does. My favorite with the mouth open, when he's looking around with the mouth open. It's like you need to feed him grapes. He's got his mouth open, looking around. It's like he can read those comments real well. Especially when he was down in Florida. Remember driving the car? Remember what's out there in the ocean? It's like driving around the car. He was such a fish out of water when he was in Florida. That was so funny. Trying to act like he's
he's talking about stuff he would see in the distance.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, you were trying to tell us if you dropped a pencil on the floor in your studio, it would take you a half hour to find it.
Yeah, okay.
But yet you can see some surfer dude way out,
Yeah, he's just
crazy.
I know, he's bull-faced little liar, and he just sits there and reading the comments, going back and forth, understand what they're saying in the chat room. It's all he does. It's like he doesn't go anywhere, sits in the house, and watches people all day long on the TV and takes notes. And if he sees something about RVers from like the RV Miles guy, he'll write it down, whatever he does. He'll copy what he says, and then he gets it all his, forms his opinion after you watch. He doesn't say, hey, I was watching RB Miles the other day. I've done that in my NFL podcast. I'll say, I heard this, I was watching Stephen A. I agree, I disagree. I always say in my NFL podcast, sometimes I say, I can't remember who I heard this from, but I'll say, I know I heard it from somebody. Because I listen to a lot of stuff. I say, I can't remember who told me this, but this is where I got the idea. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember who it was, but I'm not just going to go, hey, I made this thing up. I heard it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is what I heard from a certain podcaster. I can't remember the guy's name.
Some of the stuff doesn't matter because you can't have personal knowledge of it anyway.
Right, yeah, you can't.
You had to hear about it from somewhere.
Yeah, he's that's what he does. That's what BlindViews does. He listens to people on YouTube, forms his opinion. He rarely gives it. The only person he maybe gets advice, he'll listen to his new lieutenant. Line screw one. Now is whatever he does, and just like the Daily Woo when he died, it's like you didn't watch the Daily Woo. Just like Carpetbagger got engaged, you didn't care about Carpetbagger until it became a big thing on all the troll channels. When he got engaged, you had no idea what you were talking about because you don't watch the Carpetbagger. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he does it all the time. That's what he does. So I don't know what are we gonna do, but I was gonna call beef stew, but all that does is just deteriorate into swearing. So that's all that does.
I love that Squirrel on Beef Stew's thing. Mm-hmm. Where she like the little squirrel, got her little sweater and her little necklace, and that's cool. That's cool.
Well,
and she's rattling her little candies.
Mm-hmm. Yep, good old Squirrel Bay Parodies. So no, it's her last video. If she would have put Nomadic Fanatic in there. Because when people search for Nomadic Fanatic, it's going to come up. Just like Sarasota Tim. If I put the one I said, me and Sarasota Tim riding the water ride, it's over 100, which is okay. That's usually the magic thing. But people came and it probably came up someone's feed. Me and him. I mean, just you put his name in there. What's her name? Thick and Rich does. She's been doing that more often. She's, just put his name in there. Don't do a man from Florida. Put Sarasota Tim in there, okay? Because if you want to get pushed out, if you put, you put man from Florida, it's not going to get in the search. And so if you want to, go ahead and put his name in there. I dick ride. I've been well documented doing that behavior, and I'll dick ride people today. This is who I'm talking about. Come listen. I don't clickbait people. You know what I'm saying? So
I do it just to piss him off.
Yeah, I love doing it to piss him off because it's fun. Because I think me and you are the only two who really talk about him, that kind of rip on him. No one else really does, and he you can tell eats at him that when people come in the show and say call the show, and he gets pissed.
Yeah,
so it's fun to rip on the guy. So it is what it is with him. So that's the way she goes.
He's just a one-way street.
Oh yeah, he won't
want anybody else's point of view.
Correct. It's my way or the highway. I'm the main guy here. So no, I understand it. Totally understand. But anyways, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to going to Chicago in March.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about getting off work.
So I gave her $100 from that $300 I won for the Super Bowl for the Chicago trip. I gave her $100 to put that in the envelope. So the Chicago trip. So that's gonna be when they're gonna have St. Patty's Day. Don't they color the river green or something? Oh my God! So
they put in plumber style. Turn it all green.
Okay, that's what I heard. So I see.
It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Well, but you can see it on TV. It looks the same as being there in person.
Right.
It's still cool.
Okay. Well, young man, I am going to. I was going to call beef stew, but I figured all that materialized not much, but I do appreciate you taking my call when I call you back and the phone and whatever that happens. That I do appreciate it, but we're gonna cut this down, and I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right, we'll see you later.
There he goes, Karl. So, anyways, roll the flow. Anyways, remember the military and the armed forces of all the branches. The Air Force and the Army and the Marines, the Navy, Merchants, Coast Guard uniform. We thank you so much for this country. We stormed those beaches 1 and 2. That's all we're asking. 1 and 2. Forgotten in Vietnam. 58,000 plus in the 9/11 victims, and God was working class. Men went blue. The Air Force, Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchants, Coast Guard in uniform. Thank you so much for this country. And would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Make good choices, okay? Women may free to carry, not very Christian to be doing to watch two and have sex, okay? Put a condom on for AIDS, everybody's got a needle and the penis. That's all we're asking. Please practice safe sex. Put a condom on and don't drink and drive, all right? Don't shower in the shower at Penn State. Ladies and gentlemen, here, Manga Radio, we are out.